Not since the late 1700s, from this man's lifespan to his death in the, what was it, like 1850, since one Aaron Burr, have we seen a absolute abolishment and just shoot somebody, go turncoat and change sides like John Cena. Holy shit. Guess what? Now you can see him.
These
now
kids
you
can cry.
I know. Yeah. It's going to be really great. Do you think he's going to go turncoat on Make-A-Wish kids too?
Oh, yeah, he did, dude. That's one. Then I think I might have sent you the video where before the pay-per-view, he was out doing Make-A-Wish things and talking dudes. It's so fucking funny.
Like, he's got to have merch, right? He's got to have, like, heel-turn merch now.
Oh, dude, if he goes back to being the doctor of thugonomics, I will be so happy.
Your time is up. My time is now?
Yeah.
All right. Come out with that giant chain necklace.
Everybody knows Bray Wyatt was right. And you know what? This is just WWE doing great things, and all I have to say to that is, all you need is Guinness. Brilliant!
You know, I do enjoy the fact that I'm now old enough to be like, oh, we're running back the Hogan bit, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it, but
I've
seen
it. You've seen it, but Nathan,
I'm not supposed to see it. That's
you're
his
not
thing,
supposed to see it.
But I saw it.
Damn, you beat me to it. It's like, damn it, he left me such an opening.
You paused, man. You paused. I had
to. It's not the same thing as the Hogan bit though, because John Cena is going to retire at the end.
I know that's what they want you to believe. But anyways, he's going to continue on for another 30 years.
No, he's not. He's not. You think he's going to Ric Flair his way?
He's already, dude. He's morphing into Hogan right now. That bald spot's on pace.
I know it's bad. I hope that like he turned heel and then he shaves his head.
I really hope he does. Yeah. Shave it, dude.
Just shaves it and just comes back bald, and that's his evil side.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's just accept it for what it is, and then when you're doing Peacemaker, or is that what it is? That show?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, the show on
on Max.
Peacemaker, yeah.
Okay, just wear a hairpiece, get a whole unit, and done.
Or just write in a story. It's not like it's canon that he has to have hair.
Yeah, he got set on fire. Just treat it like Deadpool. And be like, well.
Yeah, dude, that was such a fun like pay-per-view and a turn because I wasn't sure if it was gonna happen. I really wasn't. And then all of a sudden they did, like when he hugged Cody, I was like, oh, it's happening.
Oh, when he did the look.
Well, you knew the look was the obvious giveaway, but when he hugged Cody before he even looked at The Rock, I was like, oh, this is bad. This is a heel turn for sure. Cena gives 2 hugs to 2 different wrestlers. It's not going to fly, dude. He hugged Punk already that night.
The fact that they could see him to hug him back, I mean, a clear giveaway. Something's changed.
Yeah, that's what happens when you slip on the title, dude. You can see Sauron. John Cena has been the Sauron of WWE forever. That's why nobody could see him. But once you slip on the title, you go into the shadow realm and you can see. I
really thought it was crazy, though, that The Rock basically became Nicolas Cage in Face Off, and instead of like rubbing their face top to bottom, it was just cupping his face. I want your soul.
Just give me your soul. Yeah, I love how The Rock is. Now that the Undertaker retired, he's like, oh, I can finally do my dead wizard bit I've been wanting to do forever. I want people's souls.
I ran this. I am now Shang Tsung.
It's also great that there's all the conspiracy theories about The Rock being part of the Illuminati and all that stuff. And so now he's just like, oh, cool. I'm just going to use all of these Reddit conspiracy theories in WWE storylines. I want your soul.
I mean, The Rock,
I run this business.
He's got to do that because I don't know if that list was fake or not that they released about Diddy's party list, but I think he was on it.
Oh, well, everybody's on it. Like, that list means nothing.
I mean,
we all know who was at Diddy parties. They literally televised it on MTV. We're acting like we're getting new information.
You know, it was different back then because you had to order it for $14.99 from Girls Gone Wild, and then you got the list. Now, it's just willy-nilly, and I don't believe it.
Wasn't that the whole thing? Yeah, Willie Vanilli was there too.
You mean Millie Vanilli?
I know. I knew I said it wrong. I was making a joke because
No, I got to correct you. It's like grammar police.
Fuck you, dude.
Oh,
Yes, and we talked about this off the pod. It's yes and now.
What? No.
We want this show to make it. We better start yes anding.
Okay.
Yeah, but didn't they have like live feeds on MTV or VH1 of Diddy's like white party and stuff like that? I feel like I remember seeing that on VH1 and stuff.
I don't know.
That was the thing, wasn't it?
The last white party I saw was like Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is you're not wrong. But yeah, I'm super stoked. Honestly, this was a long time coming. The heel turn John Cena, pretty sick. I think it's fun. I think it's a good time.
They need more heels instead of like destroying everybody trying to be baby faces and that. That's what I miss the most about the Attitude Era is they didn't have people that adhere to you're a baby face, you're a heel. It's hey, you are morally ambiguous. It's like
they had
you're
anti-heroes.
Yeah, I guess that'd be the best way to.
That's all they were. It's like it was like
no,
Venom.
they're real people, dude, and they were heroes.
and that's
Stone
why
Cold
we
taught me how to deal with diversity in the workplace.
Yeah,
crack a beer, kick them in the junk, flip them off, and go home for the day and come back like nothing happened.
Yeah, dude, you go in and just have a good ass time. And stomp a mud hole in your manager's ass.
That's right. And then when HR calls you, you just bring a sixer and you split it with them. And guess what? Everything's fine.
Yeah. Well, HR calls you and they go, "Did you stunner your manager?" And you go, "I stunnered my manager." What?
No, I answered that and
I
go,
drank a beer. What?
That's where you answer and go, "Yes, HR, but truthfully, I only care about what you say if you have an additional 2 H's, so fuck off."
I'm not fired because that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so.
Sir, there's no Stone Cold here.
It's just you shaving your head in the mirror, just stunner.
Did he have eyebrows? I don't think so. And then the finished project is, oh my God, what have I done?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's just all anti-heroes. But there are good heels right now. I don't think you watch enough. Like, Roman Reigns wasn't in the Elimination Chamber or anything like that. But, like, he's a great heel right now. And, like, he's been crushing it as a heel for, the last, couple years.
The only thing I know about him is that I think's cool. The only thing. Sick J's. Like his Jordans.
Does he wear Jordans?
Yes.
Seth Rollins wears cooler Jordans than him, though.
No, I'm just saying. Every time I see those black and white ones, they're black, white, and red. They're nice.
As a wrestling fan, a real wrestling fan, unlike you.
Hey, if you go back in time, I'm right there, man.
Yeah. Well, I don't like that everybody's wearing Jordans or like street shoes now. Nobody wears boots anymore. Nobody has like cool like old school ring gear anymore. I think they should bring that back more often.
Oh, you want Jericho to come back with his knee-high boots?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Okay.
With the knee pads and everything.
Well, he actually kneed people in the face. There's a difference.
Exactly. Dude, that's why Randy Orton's the fucking man. Randy Orton's still rocking boots and like knee pads and shit. And his gimmick and his gear is fucking sweet.
No. Randy Orton's like one of the few holdovers, and I'm like, yeah, I remember that guy.
Randy Orton's gonna is I think set to have a decent heel run here shortly. I think he's gonna have a good heel run again.
He never should have not been a heel. He was like,
well, he never really. Okay, he's like the perfect tweener because he never really got out of like being the like he's not a good guy, but he's not a bad guy. He started sliding into that era.
When he first came out, they tried to push him as a good guy.
Oh, he was straight heel when he first came out.
No, when he first came out,
hand.
Oh, that was backstage heel. One could say he was very ballsy.
Yeah.
But no, Randy Orton.
He liked handball.
Just quick slap.
Yeah. So yeah, I think there's more heels than you realize. You're just only paying attention to the stuff that you see on Twitter and stuff, or like reels and all of that stuff. You're not seeing the full storylines. There's plenty of good heels right now. Gunther's a good one.
Oh, and his little like skinny Nazi friend that he has.
Yeah, exactly. Well, who doesn't? Who doesn't, Nathan, as a red-blooded American? Don't you just love rooting against the Europeans?
In 2024, what you just said basically sounded like in 2024, it's perfectly normal to have a geeky, straight-laced Nazi man follow you around.
Yeah, that gets beat up constantly? Yeah. That's his whole gimmick. Is we bash a Nazi every episode.
He's essentially a taller Spike Dudley.
Yeah, it's great. Isn't that perfect, though? Isn't that what you want to see? That's unifying in America.
Want Spike Dudley back, all 5'1" of him fighting the Undertaker again.
Just taking table. Has Spike Dudley taken more table bumps than any person in human history?
Is Spike Dudley still like mentally able to function?
Yeah, he runs a Fortune 500 company now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ironically enough, he supplies parties with tables.
Oh, with a little chair, with little ladders that hold them up.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, he's crushing it as a party planner. He just sets up tables. Now he says he twitches every time he puts out the legs, but
yeah, I bet he has a real problem breaking them down.
The Dudley Boys party services. We'll set up your tables and break down them. Breakdown's free.
Devon just runs through and crushes someone through it.
Oh, man. God, at my wedding, if I could somehow go through a table, I would love to do that. It'd be a sick fucking thing.
I hear you loud and clear. I'll call up and see if I can find Buffalo Bill fans.
Yeah. What a macho man this shit. Just dropping elbows, dude.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to buy one sheet cake just so I can fucking do an elbow drop in my suit onto it.
But
worth the dry cleaning bill.
Yes. But it's funny, since you mentioned Gunther, that's all I assume. I'm like, you have this stoic-looking German dude and that weirdo that's next to him. I'm like, oh, I can't... I haven't watched anything, know nothing about it. That was just my assumption of what they are. I'm like, oh, they're still doing those kind of characters. Interesting. Yeah. Vince McMahon still got his hand in the cookie jar.
What's fun about him, though, right, is you would think, stoic German guy, not great on a microphone. Surprisingly enough, though, people always forget there was one German who was pretty good on a microphone, and so is this one.
Oh, interesting. Oh no,
he's good. He's good at shit talking. It's because it's that stoic level of shit talking. Where if somebody yells something at him, he kind of stands there, but then he just has to, in the fewest words, will cut you down. It's awesome, honestly. It's less like
so he's
clever.
Ivan Drago. I will break you.
I will break you. But it's way more clever than that. I will say it's better writing than what Sylvester Stallone ever wrote down.
All right.
I'm just taking shots at people today. I don't know. It turns out this Guinness is getting the fighting Irish in me, dude.
Well, I mean, just by drinking that and you're running your mouth, you're learning why the Irish quit creating things after they found Guinness.
Yeah. I'm also having an affinity all of a sudden for car bombing.
I feel like I can summarize my entire philosophy with 3 letters.
Yeah. So, there are really good things. I honestly think you should watch an episode of Raw and just check it out again because there's good segments. It's as good as it's ever been. It really has. And I don't watch every week, but it's really good.
It's going to be hard to get past my rose-tinted glasses for what the Attitude Era was.
Yeah, but here's my question to people like you who are still in that Attitude Era. The Attitude Era is the best. And it's one of like the most iconic runs of any kind of entertainment industry product, right? But did you just like the funny shit-talking sketches, or did you actually care about the wrestling too?
I like the wrestling because of the chaos for the top stars.
Yeah, but when you watch the old Raws, there was hardly any wrestling.
That is true.
Whereas now, you get everything.
See, that's the thing. Young bucks like you don't understand. You were watching it when you were young, and you just imagine they wrestled because the real wrestling took place in that little 14 by 14 inch ring that you owned with your action figures. That's where the real wrestling took place. I tell you, I had my Stone Cold figure driving up on my Tonka truck, and he jumped straight off there and whooped Macho Man Randy Savage's ass.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels never lost the title when I was playing. I think I'm cute. I just recently figured out that that's him singing his own theme song, which is really hilarious to me. Yeah, I was like, that's so funny to me.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
The only other person that did a better job at their own intro music, Rob Van Dam.
Oh, yeah. RVD, dude, shout out.
And
one of my he's in my top 5 of all-time great wrestlers.
And let's be honest, yeah, I know he didn't sing the music to his song. That was something else. All I'm talking about is his dub over it, which is just pointing at himself and electrified the fucking crowd to say his own name. I'm sorry, that's pretty fucking sweet.
Oh, dude, just the thumb movement.
Yep.
And he did it so smooth, dude. He's the fucking man. Also, has his own weed company now. Shout out Rob Van Dam.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, anytime, like at his acceptance speech
Why don't we have more Rob Vans making it? Like, Rob Van Winkle should have his own too.
Oh, Rob Van Winkle?
Rob Van Winkle?
Yeah. So, yeah, shout out RVD. Fucking, he's the man, dude. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, like, I think you should check it out. I recently also found out, like, because if you watch it live, it's like a 3-hour show, right? But Netflix is doing the cool thing where they're chopping it down when they put it on for you to watch later. So it's only 2 hours.
What are they getting rid of?
I think a lot of commercial break stuff, and then also, I don't know what else they're getting rid of because I haven't watched it live. But I know they're getting rid of some things because I was like, oh, it's only 2 hours. So
those things, 3 hours is asinine, but
that's how it's been for like the last 15 years. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I haven't watched it in those at all in that time, dude. Yeah, it used to be 2 hours. You got Raw's War or Monday Night Raw, and then you got Raw's War right after it. It was back to back, and that's where you got to see the puppies, as in Raw's War.
Puppies. Yeah, that's when you had to go to bed. It wasn't safe for the kids no more.
Oh, yeah.
But we're a rated G product.
They are now. And look what that's done to you people. It's giving you muscle mommy syndrome. You're like, oh, God.
Hey, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Roids are hot.
Now, I will say this. I did watch. What was I watching? I took the Royal Rumble. I tuned in for that because I was like, oh, what is this the same? And I caught the end of it and they're showing Liv Morgan come in.
Yeah.
Is she 5 foot flat? Like, it didn't look like she's taller than like the guardrails.
Yeah.
It's like, no, what?
She's very short. I don't know how tall she is, but she's very short.
It's like the women's division's got to be like the tallest is what, 5'7"?
I don't know. Nia Jax is like 6'2", 6'3".
Okay.
I'll look at Liv Morgan's height. I don't know what Liv Morgan's height is.
It's just, it was so
but
funny.
She is
I was like,
super short.
I was like, oh man, that's okay.
She's 5'5".
5'5". Okay. So his rope's got to be what? 5'5".
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
And Nia Jax has to be. Yeah, she's 6 foot. Okay, I gave her a little too much height.
Still.
Well, okay, and
taller
then there's
than I thought.
Raquel Rodriguez. She's 6'2". I was gonna say I knew there was somebody at least over 6 foot. Rhea Ripley's 5'7". Charlotte Flair's 5'10". So those are your tallest ones.
Okay, yeah, but every time they show the women, Rhea Ripley towers over everybody. It looks like it's like holy shit.
Yeah, because she is taller than 90% of the roster. Well, actually, probably 98% of the roster.
How tall was Lita?
I don't know.
Lita had to be what, 5'9"? Because I remember, wasn't she like eye to eye with like Matt and Jeff Hardy?
It felt like it. How do you spell her name? I always spell her name wrong. What is it?
Lita.
Lead. See, I always want to put a D.
Oh, I thought you were going to be like, I spell Leee.
She was only 5'6". She's only
how tall is Matt Hardy then? Holy shit!
You can't.
Is that why she left for Edge?
Dude, I love how Google can figure it out now. Like I've been searching height, so it just when I start typing a name, it's like height. Matt Hardy was 6'2".
Okay, what? Why am I remembering them like level?
It's because you always saw her on the top rope.
Oh, she's always on top. Gotcha.
Yeah. She was always doing the what is it?
The Hurricane Rana.
Yeah, dude. And she had to this day, I think
best.
I'll die on this hill.
So smooth.
Nobody else, man or woman has a better move than her on that one. She fucking crushes it.
Chavo Guerrero was pretty goddamn smooth.
Okay, that's he's got that Latin smooth. That's
whatever,
cheating. That guy could also salsa dance probably. Like
no,
that translates to the ring.
Now you're in Eddie territory, and I'm sorry, Eddie with that shoulder shake. I used to think I could get chicks with that. No, it doesn't.
No, you're
work
not
like
as smooth. Turns out you're all clunky and not oiled up right.
I didn't have the mullet.
Oh, dude, Eddie Guerrero swag, dude. Everybody wanted it. Every man wanted it, but you couldn't get it. You couldn't get it.
I remember screaming "Viva la Raza" all over the place and not knowing what it meant. Just like,
yeah. What does it mean? I guess I've never.
I don't even remember. I looked it up after saying it and somebody questioning it, and then I forgot.
I'm gonna look it up now. Viva la Raza. Eddie Guerrero. Oh, but what's it? No, I want to know what it means.
Eddie Guerrero said this. Really?
Yeah. Modern. Okay. Viva la Raza is a common rally cry for those Mexican Americans who identify themselves as Chinos. Translation is "Long live the race."
Oh, okay.
Woo! Oh, man, Nathan, you were just out there just supporting the lads.
Yeah, I was, dude. Oh, man, you can't say that
yeah,
today.
You definitely shouldn't be out yelling that. Especially with that bald head.
What? I can't live the life?
Yeah, no, you can't.
No, yeah, better yet. What was that? Like 16-year-old me saying that?
Super funny. With your fucking bleached topped hair.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty bad.
Oh, and a DX shirt.
My Mad Dog hat.
Yeah. Good stuff. Speaking of other Netflix content that's out there, dude, I've been on a tear lately.
Obviously.
Stuff. Why? Obviously. What's that? What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
I just mean you have no. I mean, you've been watching things, loser.
I don't have a life. But I've been tearing into. Have you watched any of the PGA new show Full Swing at all? Have you watched that?
Yeah, I've been. No,
not at all. It's just a recap of each golf season every year, right? So it's just a recap.
Okay.
Here's the thing, right? I have a theory.
Are they talking about what all sissies they are because they get all upset that Tiger passed a tampon?
What?
You don't remember that? Tiger outdrove somebody and he gave, like, I think it was Rory, and he handed him a tampon.
That's hilarious. When did that happen? How did I miss that?
It's like a season or two ago, and they got a big uproar because it got caught on TV.
That's hilarious, though. I don't care. That's hilarious.
I thought it was hilarious, too, but they made a huge deal out of it.
I didn't even know that happened. But, yeah. But a lot of drama happened last year on the PGA Tour, if you remember. Like, Scotty Scheffler got arrested, remember, trying to drive into the, like,
he ran over a police officer?
Yeah, he fucking hit a police officer.
Yeah.
And then, because he's so good at golf, they let him off.
Just like off the number one tee, drove away.
Never looked in the rear view mirror. Damn it.
Words are hard.
Words
are hard.
I'll see myself.
Okay. But he didn't look in the rear view mirrors. What was trying to be said there?
Just like when he has the lead in the tournament. He just never looks back.
Little does anybody know, I have a little shock tab that Wade's sitting on, and I just buzzed him.
But all this drama happened, and then one guy, I can't remember who specifically it was, but one of his best friends won, and he tried to run onto the green to celebrate with him, and he's another professional golfer, right? And played in that tournament, and security just speared his ass because they thought he was a fan trying to run onto the green.
Okay.
And then there was just all sorts of drama that happened last year.
It was actually Adam Sandler.
Yeah. And funny enough, this season he made an appearance because they're making Happy Gilmore 3. Or 2, not 3.
3, I was like, what happened to 2? Jeez.
Well, I think they're calling it Happy Gilmore 3, and they're just not acknowledging that there was ever a second one.
Why don't they fucked up. Why it's not called Happy Gilmore Double Bogey, I don't know.
Or Mulligan.
Breakfast Ball.
Breakfast Ball's good, too. But Netflix, right, is producing this show. They're the ones putting it on and following all the guys, and there's all this drama happening.
No, there's not.
There never used to be all of this crazy shit that happens.
Isn't people just
on the
bitching
PGA Tour.
at the waste management? They're too loud.
I really need you to let me get to this point because I think you're going to think it's really funny.
So what else have you been watching on Netflix?
Well, I found this new show called Obliterated, which we'll get to right after this point. But Netflix is producing this show, and there's all this drama that's happened the last year of the PGA, like a ton. I remember just following, I was like, there's a shit ton of stuff happening, which leads me to believe Netflix
is a joke.
Is causing,
you can watch that.
Netflix is causing drama on the PGA Tour, so they have stuff to talk about on their TV show.
Are you saying Netflix is recreating Big Brother, but on the PGA Tour?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
I believe so. And I only know this, Nathan, because my fiance has been watching Love is Blind and all these other dating reality shows, and I'm seeing the same tactics pop up all of a sudden. These are Netflix produced. I'm telling you, Netflix is
side tangent. We get right back to this. Have you and your fiance watched a little show called Temptation Island?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
There's no way it's good. I refuse to believe
you. Put two people that are on the outs because their relationship's doomed, and it's Temptation Island because they just put a bunch of hot people around them and try to get you to cheat.
Oh, this sounds exactly like a show up your alley. You're just like, I want other people's lives to crumble before me for my entertainment. This is your exact lane of entertainment.
There was one they just had on the recent season.
Break it down, girl. Dish, just dish.
This
girl.
guy's watching a screen of his wife talking to a dude, hook up and start banging. Watching it.
Wait. He's watching his wife get railed. Did
yes.
he pull up a chair and start?
So then he takes off. I think it's called like I love you Montoya or something like that. But you can find it on the internet. The guy takes off down there to go confront her. She stops mid-sex and goes outside to talk to him, and then he's like, I'm out of here, and leaves. She leaves, run after him, like, take me back, it was a mistake. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
That is crazy.
It is.
Do they just have live feeds on them? Are they all wearing GoPros or something?
No, there's just cameras in the bedroom.
That guy was just getting a video of her forehead hitting abs.
So it's like this one. I think it's in another country. I'm forgetting the country, right. But in that country you can just hear slaps and all sorts of noises, no problem.
just a lot of
yeah. You can hear the noises.
That's so funny that they're putting that on Netflix.
I'm like,
meanwhile, people are like, I think wrestling's too violent. It's on Peacock. Well, and it's no wonder they're letting cocks run wild over there.
That guy was putting the cock somewhere. But yeah. So back to the drama though of PGA.
No, I'm telling you, I think Netflix is mass producing drama. Because they're never used. When was the last time there was all this hoopla about the stars or like problems on the PGA Tour like this? Never.
No, the last thing that was big was what? Mickelson's gambling addiction.
That was a big story. I thought every golfer was a degenerate gambler.
Yeah,
like
but
that's
not
kind
on
of
his
par
level.
for the course.
No, that he's on like a I won the lottery style gambling addiction.
Oh, he's that bad? Really?
Oh, he's big.
It's really funny because his main sponsor for a long time was KPMG, an accounting firm.
Well, they had to keep him straight. Be like, hey, you can't gamble this week.
Yeah, you can't. Your books are cooked, Phil.
You need to win a tournament.
We can't keep cooking these books. They've all been pan fried and seared. I don't know why Rodney's his accountant, but
I feel like it fits.
You're golden, baby. Put it all on black.
You just win another jacket. You're good.
Which is really what betting in like the 2000s on golf was. You either put all your money on black or red, depending on who was leading on Sunday, Phil or Tiger, black or red.
Yeah, red.
Put it all on red.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that was
red
the
was a
safer
safe bet. But
the odds didn't pay as well, but
no. But yeah, no, I don't remember that much drama from the PGA.
No. And that's why I'm telling you, Netflix is fucking
manufacturing it.
They're manufacturing it, dude.
Okay.
They have enough reality shows. They know how to do it. They got producers. They got the people, okay? You don't think they can pay off a cop to jump on Scotty Scheffler's car and scare the shit out of him and try to get him late for a tee time?
So you're saying they break into Johnson's house and they catch him doing rails off the table?
Yeah, just doing bumps off of Gretzky's daughter's ass.
Which you can find on Pornhub now.
Oh, yeah. Can you? What?
What? No. Huh?
Podcast's over.
I got to get my workout in.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I don't know if there's more to that, but I thought that was so funny that I'm pretty sure it's a goddamn conspiracy theory.
Probably. I don't
Them and
recall
DraftKings are fucking in cahoots.
Now, if they want to be really cool and do drama, they need to follow around that chick that drilled the gallery twice off the tee box in that amateur tournament. Like, that's drama I want to be part of.
Yeah, the LPGA Tour.
Oh.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're not wrong. That would be a good one to follow. Yeah, how long until Netflix has their own betting like service? Because they're getting into sports so much and they're streaming football. Like I'm not gonna lie,
I thought you meant like sheets and a comforter, that kind of bedding, and I didn't think you meant betting.
Betting.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I don't enunciate very well.
I was like, oh man, we talking about like 15?
Monday.
Hey man, I got that Netflix 1500 count. I got that 1500 thread count Netflix betting. Let's go.
At this point, I'm pretty sure Netflix will have a gambling. I'm gonna say by 2035 they'll have their own gambling service.
That late?
Yes.
I feel like they're just gonna incorporate like DraftKings and be like, hey, on your PlayStation controller, hit right and place your bets now.
I think Netflix is gonna be the fucking service is so expensive now. They're gonna be like, hey, you can pay us the $15, or you could hit this slot machine and see if it's free, or if you win a free thing for a year. And you're just like, fuck it, let's roll the dice, and it's 3 times as expensive. Fuck.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. These live events are getting crazy because
fuck them.
Oh.
I won't watch a live event. I won't even watch Raw live, and I love Raw, but I won't do it.
You like to be safe. You don't want it raw.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, I'm not old dirty bastard.
Ooh, baby, he liked it raw.
But yeah, and then I have another sports one that I've been watching.
Okay.
I'll get into, this is the funniest shit ever. I watched an entire
Olympic
Dale
diving
Earnhardt documentary.
What?
What a terrible guess. Olympic diving?
I don't know. What'd you say?
Dale Earnhardt documentary.
Junior. Okay.
No, not Junior. Dale Earnhardt.
That was pretty short.
Spoiler alert: he dies.
It abruptly ends.
Well, and so the whole thing I watched was like it was kind of a documentary about his legacy a little bit, but then it kind of talked about his crash. It was a short ESPN documentary about the 30.
Short. Okay,
but
raise hell.
Raise Dale.
Praise Dale.
Raise hell. Praise Dale. Okay. Everybody say your fucking.
Right? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Lord Heavenly Father, we appreciate you gave us Dale Earnhardt.
We'll forgive you of your sins. Say 14 hail Dales.
But what's funny, right? Like, the whole thing of the documentary is like covering his legacy very shortly up front, and then they talk about the crash that happened at Daytona.
Screw that, dude. Yeah, that's a blip show like everything that he was fucking awesome at.
Well, that's not the point of this, because they have several other documentaries there like that, but they decided to talk about that because this was about the safety that's happened since, and like what's happened
and how it
after.
spawned the in story of Fast and the Furious, how Toretto lost his dad.
Yeah. Yeah, for a lot of people who don't know this, Dominic Toretto is actually supposed
Dale
to be
Jr.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. Yeah, beat a guy to death with a crowbar. A lot of people don't know that part about Dale Earnhardt Jr. Yeah, Dale Earnhardt Jr. killed a guy.
Stabbed a guy with a trident.
Dale Earnhardt did not kill anybody. This is all jokes, and this is not funny. It's a very serious matter in the Earnhardt family. We apologize. Race hell, price Dale.
We covered our bases.
Yeah, legally good. But so throughout this whole documentary, right? They talk about how the safety concerns and like the harnesses they wear now that they put like it's like a that big shield.
For their head.
Thing.
Yeah.
Dale Earnhardt Sr. was offered to wear that beforehand and then all that. And he was like, nah, I don't think it's safe. I don't think it's safe. A lot of drivers were just like, nah, it's not. We don't need that. And he also like didn't wear a full face thing like at all. Like he was straight up old school racing, which no surprise, right? Like all those old boys were just like, that's shit for pussies. That
was back when they had tobacco cars. It was ruled.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when it was the Winston Cup, when it still fucking meant something.
When the fucking skull car was there.
Yeah, it's also crazy how often Dale Earnhardt Sr. constantly said, if I die behind the wheel of a car, I'll be happy. He said that so many fucking times. It's wild in the amount of interviews he said that.
Oh, didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, dude, they showed like 6 different times where he said it. He's like, I think cars are safe enough, and even if I die, I died doing what I want to do. I was like, good God.
So he's a NASCAR prophet.
Yeah, he's Radar Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got the mustache to prove it. He had that Foxworthy mustache.
Nice.
Why did every person I liked in that time era all have that mustache and that hair?
And why do anybody that have those things now, you're like, mm-mm.
No. Mm-mm. If you have a mustache,
yeah.
You might be a 90s icon.
Well, I wasn't where I thought that was going, but okay.
Yeah, well, I was making fun. I was having a good time.
Okay. I'm not going to say it. You can say it, but I'm not going to say it.
It doesn't all have to be. You can do some family stuff now and then, Nathan. It helps the algorithm.
Having families?
No.
Oh.
We can do some family stuff.
Ew.
Just family.
That's gross.
Content.
I know it's really popular in the media right now, but let's not do that family stuff.
But this is where the family stuff does come into play.
Oh, okay.
After he dies or whatnot, they go into the legacy, and like ESPN's whole thing is they're spinning it like even in death, Dale Earnhardt influenced the sport because of what happened to him. They changed the way the walls on the tracks are done. They're now all required to wear harnesses. They have different safety.
That's not called because of somebody. That's called cause and effect.
Yeah, that's called NASCAR going, we don't want to get sued.
Yeah.
Wrongful death. He got in the car.
Yeah, it's just like, guys, strap Jeff Gordon up. We can't. Oh, God.
What's really fucked up is how many people died up until Dale Earnhardt, and they still weren't like putting in these new safety. It's once Dale Earnhardt, the most popular star, died, then they were like, okay, we got to do something. There was like 7 deaths like within a 2-year span, which is crazy. That's a lot of deaths.
Yeah. I wonder what's happened in IndyCar, because they've had so many people die in that, because the second you get into a wreck, I mean, your fatality rate's got to be
you're in a rocket
redonkulous.
They're all driving the Challenger.
They're all teachers.
Every one of them has an associate's degree from a college on how to, and it substitutes on the weekend. Mario Andretti, he does Spanish classes.
I love it. Dude, how funny would that be? I don't know if he's Italian or not, but the name
He's Italian, but that's why I thought it was funny.
Yeah, how funny would that be with the Italian hand movements trying to teach? Oh, God, that's funny in my head. Funny visual.
They're basically the same language.
Sure.
Grazie. Gracias. It's the same thing. Put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
That reminds me of my friend Mark, because he was in Spanish 3 and he was going to Spain. He's like, I already speak the language. I'm like, oh God, dude.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm ignorant.
Ignorant is what he was. God damn. Dude.
Okay, this is what makes me really laugh, right? So, like, ESPN is spending this whole documentary, right, trying to spin this to be like, even in death, Dale Earnhardt Sr. has influenced the sport. And then it's like Dale Earnhardt Jr. is being interviewed, rightfully so, throughout the whole documentary. And then it cuts to him, and he's sitting in his garage, and he goes, I don't think Dad would care too much about how he's improved safety in NASCAR. He completely undercuts the entire point
Hell
of
yeah,
the
dude.
documentary.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, my dad wouldn't give a shit that NASCAR's safer now.
Yeah.
I think he'd say that's for queers. I'm almost 100%. Dude, it's so I laugh so fucking hard because the whole time I'm like, man, that is cool. Like, I'm buying into the story and the hype. And then
the media's trying to pitch.
Yeah. His own son to just go, yeah, no, my dad would think that shit's stupid.
I mean, like, please tell me that's how it ends. Just a rug pull.
Yeah.
This whole thing was worthless.
My dad thought seat belts for girls. ESPN 30 for 30. Oh, dude,
As a matter of fact,
made me laugh.
we disconnect all the seatbelt mechanisms in our cars. It doesn't even ding anymore.
Yeah, I buy one of those things off Amazon that's just not even attached. Plug it in.
That way it never dings at me while I'm going 45 over the speed limit.
Panama.
The only good movie made in the last 40 years is Days of Thunder. And let me tell you, rubbing is racing.
I thought Tom Cruise had a shift, right?
Yeah,
Pansy couldn't drive a stick shift until he met me.
that little Ford Taurus he was driving wouldn't go the right speed. We turned the governor off.
Oh, fuck, dude. It made me laugh so hard, though, that they just did a rug pull like that.
Oh, that's great.
And the fact that they couldn't, like, that was probably one take, and they were just like, you had to get Dale's final thoughts, and they were trying to figure out how to cut it out, and they're like, we're fucked. Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I guarantee there's somebody trying to get that out of there. Like, no, we can't have that in there. Like, dude, he gave us 15 minutes. We have to use it all.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was the fucking best. He just is like, no, Dad wants you to remember his Winston Cup winnings and how he fucking dominated.
I hope he would, like, really emphasize it. His Winston Cups.
Nextel can fucking suck it. They don't even exist anymore. The fuck is Nextel? I don't even know what it is anymore. What is the NASCAR?
Does Dale Earnhardt Jr. think he was at his peak when he was driving the Bud Light car?
I would assume so. It's better is better than the.
Why did they get rid of all the fun? Like, it was like, hey, we have tobacco, we got rid of tobacco. We got alcohol, we got rid of alcohol.
Did they get rid of all of the alcohol?
I don't think so, but they got rid of a lot of it.
Yeah,
they still have the Jack Daniels car creeping around.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, Yeah, I don't understand why they got rid of all that. I love how they were like, it's advertising to kids. It's like the kids pick the cars they want, which isn't even like most of the time. It was always like you pick Bobby Labonte, the battery car.
Yeah, dude, that ruled because it was green.
Yeah, and then I went with Jeff Gordon, who was a paint. It was a paint company that sponsored
DuPont, dude.
Yeah. Like the kids don't care.
No, we don't.
Not
We're
paying attention.
No, we picked it like dorks. We're like, I like this color.
Yeah.
Like. Fucking Jake's also,
like Bobby
yellow
Labonte
M&Ms.
I was jealous. That's the cool part about NASCAR. Everybody has a sick name most of the time.
That is true.
Except Tony Stewart.
I'm sorry, but I was match made in heaven, and he got hooked up with Home Depot.
Yeah, that guy was fucking DIY fucking cream pie.
Oh man, fucking Napoleon driving around like a bat out of hell.
Yeah. He killed a guy.
He was Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
But yeah, no, like Bobby Labonte I always thought that was I was like, God damn it, that's a sick name. But I already like Jeff Gordon, which Jeff Gordon, good name, good race name. But like Bobby Labonte's just so fun.
Super
to say.
winner, Jeff Gordon. Bobby Labonte, occasional winner, but cool dude, and he'd wreck everybody. That's what I loved.
Yeah, I know. That's why you liked him. Yeah. At least none of us were the fans of the Bush brothers. At least nobody liked the
What was
Bush.
it, Kyle and Kurt?
Yeah, those guys sucked. Although I didn't like them, but God damn it, I can get caught up in a cut on Instagram where like there's just like Bush brothers. It's like it's the highlight reels, and I'm like, man, they did talk a lot of shit, and it's fun. It is fun.
Why am I forgetting the guy's name? He has cool highlights. If you go back, the King.
Richard Petty.
Yeah, it just fucking hit. Like you watch those old racing things. I admittedly don't watch that much racing anymore, but
no,
you watch those old ones.
I threw on the Daytona 500
dude.
This year, and my fiance looked at me like, "What the fuck are you watching?" And I was like, "It's the Daytona 500."
Seeing which car takes a better left turn out of all these, a Toyota.
Yeah. I got to know what I'm going to buy in the next couple of years. This is how I do my market research. Who wins the Daytona 500? And who gets my money as a down payment?
Last year it would have been a Pontiac, but they took it out because they suck.
If any of you are longtime fans of this show, you now realize we are full-on white trash. Wrestling, NASCAR, we've hit the trifecta today, Nathan. We tried to class it up with golf, and we just fucking dumped on that.
I do love the analogy that people have. The more money you get in your life, the smaller balls you play with.
Yeah. That is a good. I've never heard that one. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's great. Well, yeah. Oh, that's all I've been watching. That's all I've been up to, really. But I knew you'd get a kick out of the NASCAR thing.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's fucking great. It so really funny. Is.
It made me laugh so hard.
I just hope. I really wish, because that'd be icing on the cake if they would have just cut it, hard cut after that.
Executive producer Dick Wolf.
And then the following, we thank you for wasting an hour of your time. Just sort of credits.
It was great. I loved it. It was a good documentary. I don't know. I just saw Dale Earnhardt, and I was like, man, I haven't watched anything about Dale Earnhardt in a long time. I didn't realize it was going to be a PSA for wearing your seatbelt.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. It's kind of like those shit jokes Iowa likes to put on their thing. It's like, hey, we're going to tell you when kids get stolen, and horrible jokes about wearing your seatbelt as you drive around the state.
Yeah. Oh, do you not want to wear your seatbelt? Well, a kid got kidnapped. What's that have to do with anything? Well, nothing really, but also here's a death total. Jesus Christ.
Dude, is it wrong that I drive every year and I remember the previous year and I go, high score?
Nah, it wasn't like 2028.
Oh man, it was pretty bad in 2022.
Oh yeah, it was pretty bad. Well, it's because everybody was drunk driving because they were just getting out of the pandemic.
Yep.
And everybody still had a blood alcohol content of like 0.4. Nobody had slept off the pandemic drunk yet.
The cops won't come near me. I'm not wearing a mask.
Yeah, you can still wear a shiesty everywhere. Yeah, so, yeah, that's 100%. Yeah, 2022 was bad. It's weird how it does drop off every year. That was the funny – I don't know if you saw this. This is old news too, but, like, in L.A., a bunch of people gathered around, like, their sign that was, like – or it was, like, a death by smoking, I think, or something. But it was, like, death by this, and they counted down till midnight at New Year's, and then the time turned 0, and that's how they were like, Happy New Year!
I hope they were all smokers and all lit up.
That would have been great, yeah.
Everybody
we should start doing that for our highway signs. That's my countdown. When's that hit 0?
Are you gonna have
Clean
them out?
slate, boys. Good season, everybody.
Speaking of cars, My daughter got super into Fast and the Furious. I got them all 10. Watched
on DVD.
Yeah.
You bought them all on DVD?
Yeah.
Nice.
I own all 10.
So now you can finally. Did you watch them all already?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Before we get into the story, I have to ask: do they ever address Ludacris going to college to learn how to hack? How did you learn how to do that?
Not at all.
They don't.
It's great.
God,
it's great.
That pisses
They
me
just
off. I hate it.
hey. They
no
bring
acknowledgement.
There's no. There might be a throwaway comment that I missed, but there's nothing that goes into depth. All of a sudden, he is just as smart of a hacker as the world's smartest hacker, because all of a sudden they're a couple, and then they know this. But my favorite one was it like 8? I think it's 8.
Okay.
They go into space. They bring back the cast, Lil Bow Wow and that guy from Tokyo Drift.
Sick.
And all of a sudden, they're making a rocket car, and they're just like, cool, you can go into space after that one blew up. Cool, go for it.
That's sick. I love that. That's a great plot point.
They drive a car through a satellite.
Nice.
In space.
Which one? Was it the one for Starlink? Is that why we don't have fucking internet everywhere yet?
Yeah, that's the reason it took down the Starlink communication over Ukraine. Yeah, that was a thing. Yeah. It's...
Vin Diesel was like, "This satellite's for family."
It's insane.
Yeah,
like
that's a wild plot point.
No, they just kept getting crazier though. As I'm watching, I'm like, what are they doing? And then I saw a thing online. Big air quotes on that.
Air quotes, everybody who's non.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I had to say that after I did that. I saw a deal saying, hey, the next movie is going to be more about racing again. Get back to basics. But 10 ends on a cliffhanger that does not allow them to get back to said basics. So I'm going, well, because my daughter,
I don't think plot point matters too much.
My daughter is like me. She goes, I really liked the first 3. And I go, yeah, me too. And she really likes 2. It's just my favorite.
It's the best one.
Granted, she got sick of it.
Furious is the best.
She got so mad at me because every song came on, and I'm just over there singing along with it. Like, it's like hell yeah,
dude. Drive too fast. Drive too furious.
Well, it starts out with
I'm too fast for y'all.
Starts out with it was just great. So the whole soundtrack, I go. And I told her, I'm like, this soundtrack carried me through high school. Just nonstop rotation.
Real pimps get down on the floor.
Opening song. Opening song was like a pimp.
Yeah, fucking the best.
And so you go through that, and she's like, I really like those. They're all good, but I really like those because they actually like race and stuff. And I told her, I'm like, well, the next one, before we watch 10, I go, well, they're supposedly supposed to be getting back to basics. We watch 10, and I go, never mind. There's no way they can do it because they got to do this.
Little did you know they're just going to fast forward and it's be like, man, I can't believe that crazy shit happened. Anyway, you guys want to race down at Race Wars?
Now, I do find it funny going through and watching it with my daughter, and any time, and I mean any time. Hey, what are you going to do? We're going to have racing. What do you want to do to that? Play some upbeat music with just risque dancing for no reason. We're just going to have people in booty shorts. And let's get out here and do some illegal street racing.
Yeah. Did she pointed that out?
No, she was more of like, why, like just the oddity of it. It's like, why are people doing this? Yeah.
That's so funny because like in this day and age, because that's a popular thing again, isn't it? Like doing like the weird meetups where they like circle and block off an entire intersection.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is. I think like where they block off a whole intersection and all of a sudden like we've all seen. You've sent me videos of people like doing donuts.
Oh,
and
the donuts. That's right. No, those rule, dude. People go flying off the fender of somebody.
But it's like kind of in that same vein. It's just not racing. They're not organizing a race.
Yeah, because they're not as cool. I get it.
It's car culture.
Yeah,
well, it's easier to get away from the cops that way, I guess.
You just keep going in a circle; they'll never catch you.
They'll never catch you. Yeah, until you run out of gas, then. Ain't got no gas in it.
Just have people jump out and push you in a circle.
Yeah.
But
you know what always has? Oh, well, anyway.
No, let's go ahead, man. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, you know what always has gas in it?
Puntagame.com. It's always on full. just get the entire network. Fill that ear hole up with just useless content from our entire network from the beginning to the end. So you might just, get OD on all that. But then over on youtube.com, in that search bar, type out Comic Wade Taylor, no spaces. Again, that's Comic Wade Taylor. You get clips of his stand-up, most important reasons. So like and subscribe there. You also get clips of this show, Not Worth the Time, full episodes of each. But back on punninggame.com, you can get some merch.
That's right, everybody. Hop over to the Punting Game shop where you can get t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, all sorts of cool stuff to represent your favorite shows here at puntinggame.com. Help support the website that way. We get a few bucks for each of them. We try to keep everything as cheap as possible because it's one thing me and Nathan hate. It's upscaled merch for any kind of thing that you like. You ever gone to a concert and see what they're charging for t-shirts? Fucking criminal.
That's right. You give family pricing.
You get family prices. And you also get free shipping if you use promo code WGAF. That's promo code WGAF, and they get you free shipping at checkout. Promo code WGAF.
What if wrestlers raced in NASCAR? We're out.
Spike Dudley's going through a wall.
Who is him?